and I just feel like that's his name, and I call him Raj. But, so the first year he was there, they called him to pray, and he starts going, oh, and he's doing this weird, but he's singing, and I didn't know. And I went, Jeremy knew what was going to happen too, because he's peeking at me, and he, so he was here this year, and we're down there at the campfire. Well, he starts telling us what they do around the campfire, and he's doing all his Indian, they hold hands and dance around the fire. And listen, I did that for about 2 seconds, and I was out of breath, and I said, oh, that's good, Brother Raj, y'all have fun. But, you know, then we get to telling stories around the campfire, and Jeremy and Andy and my family, they can make up the best stories. And there's a Junior story. Y'all heard Lydia tell about Junior. Well, we were sitting at the campfire, and Daddy has just a little pond back there, and I said, you know what? We better be careful, because we might wake Junior up. You know, and Junior is this guy who drowned. He's like our long-lost cousin. And you can tell, like, you know, when you've been in the bathroom and you get out of the shower and there's little drops of water on the floor, that's how you can tell Junior's been there. Ain't that mean? It's so much fun. But when Jeremy was little, my daddy loves, like, Miss horror movies where people sneak up on you and they're going to kill you and stuff. And we watched a movie called Salem's Lot about vampires. And I remember Mom and Daddy telling us about this. Jeremy wasn't even in school yet. And one day he was so scared of that movie, and Mom and Daddy told him that they had this can of Old Spice, and they told him it was vampire juice, and if they poured it on him, the vampires would come and get him. And they chased him all around our house and held him down and poured that on him. Dr. and Mrs. Ronnie Simpson. It's no wonder we're crazy. But it made me think about this story. A man was walking home alone late one Friday night when behind him he heard bump, bump, bump. Walking faster, he looked back, and through the fog he made out the image of an upright casket banging its way down the middle of the street towards him. Bump, bump, bump. Terrified, the man began to run toward his home, and the casket bounced quickly behind him. Faster and faster. Bump, bump, bump. He ran up to his door, fumbled with his keys, opened the door, and rushing in, he slammed the door and locked it behind him. However, the casket crashed through the door with the lid of the casket clapping now. Clappity bump, clappity bump, clappity bump, right on his heels. He was so scared, he ran upstairs to the bathroom and locked himself in. His heart was pounding. His head was reeling. His breath was coming in sobbing gas. And with a loud crash, the casket broke down the door, bumping and clapping toward him. The man screamed, and he was reaching for anything to save himself. But all he could find was a bottle of cough syrup, and desperate, he threw the cough syrup at the casket. And the coffin stopped.